Hey there, my name is Cohen, and I'm going to be talking about the EAPREQ. This is a transformer coupled preamp designed by Greg Norman over at Electrical Audio in Chicago. And there doesn't seem to be too much information on the web about this preamp, so some people on Gearspace asked me to make a video about it, so this is that video. Apologies, I haven't done this in a while. Everything's kind of rushed, and I don't have a good camera at the moment, so bear with me. The point of this video is that I'm going to be comparing this preamp to some similarly designed preamps, some other transformer coupled ones that people may have some more experience with, so that way they can use that information to determine if this preamp's a good fit for them, or this or that or whatever. I'm going to be comparing this design to other similar transformer coupled preamp designs. I'm going to be comparing it to this BAE Neve over here and this DAKING EAPREQ 1. Subtle differences between these units. This one, it has a Lindahl transformer in the input and no output transformer, at least I believe. This one, the DAKING EAPREQ 1, also has a transformer coupled input, but not an output transformer. Whereas the Neve over here, that has transformer on the input and output. So it was going to be a little bit different though, but I feel like a lot of people have experiences with this unit though, so it'll serve the comparison, I feel like, pretty well. But a rough overview of this preamp: you have this little stepped gain switch over here with some clean indicators showing 32 gain, 44 gain, yada yada. Everyone kind of knows it. Nice switch. Sounds good. I like it. 20 dB pad, self-explanatory. A phase reversal switch, very handy, underappreciated, and 48 volt. But to me though, where I'm sorry, I have PTSD. I've done this video like 4 times, and I'm making sure that I'm actually recording the audio. I've screwed up this recording so many times. This right here is my favorite part of the preamp design, this EQ here. So it has a low boost and a high boost. So this is a broad additive boost shelf EQ. They're all additive. There's no subtractive EQ here. But it's a simple just increase in the lows. I think it's somewhere around the low mids, maybe like 100 hertz or something like that, and then it extends lower than that. And you simply just flick it once when it's at its off position, flick it once to engage it, and then there's 4 increments from the lowest setting here to at its highest setting there. And it's just, again, a broad low boost. The numbers are not like fixed or it's like super predictable. So it's just a simple more or less, Same thing with the highs. I think it's like somewhere in the mid-high frequencies, maybe around 10K or something. And then just a broad increase. Simply just if you want more highs, just turn the stupid knob. I like it. The microphone that you're hearing right now is this Octava MK012, the hypercardioid capsule. It's going into this channel of the preamp, and just a simple demonstration of the EQ. So this right now is disengaged, so I'm going to turn the low switch 2 increments, and now there should be more lows in my voice, more bass, and if I do the opposite, turn that off, and then turn on the highs, now there's going to be a lot more high frequency information, a lot more transient information, a lot more clarity and articulation in my words. So there you go. Now I'm going to be doing some recording tests of things that you're probably going to encounter in the studio environment, of use cases for this preamp, and hopefully it will provide some good information to y'all. Oh, and one more really useful thing about this preamp design. It has this little peak indicator right here that shows you if there's a peak in the signal. So if I, for instance, hit this little voiceover microphone right here, and I just go, you can clearly see the peak indicator go up. I'm tapping the microphone right now. So yeah, I think it's really useful. That's it. Oh, and also, before I forget though, I just want to talk about the signal path really quickly. For all of the tests that I'll be doing today, the path is going to be as follows. It goes from the microphone into a Gotham GAC3 cable into my breakout box that is wired with Gotham multi-cable into the preamp of choice. Then out of that into a cable of questionable quality into my Motu 16A audio interface, recording at 192 kilohertz, 24-bit. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty. This is a Neumann M49, and I'm gonna be doing a vocal test. I have no idea what I want to sing. I'm going to do some Scott Walker. I don't know if I even remember the lyrics. Anymore. And didn't you know that I'm not the world's strongest man when it comes to you? In your world I'm lost. Can't you see the towers of my naked shine like a dime? Take me back again to your warm desire. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da dee da 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 da. I gotta do the la-di-da part every take, don't I? Fuck. Anymore. And didn't you know that I'm not the world's strongest man when it comes to you? In your world I'm lost. Can't you see the towers of my naked shine like a dime? Take me back again to your warm desire. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da dee da da do da da ba ba. I feel so stupid every time I do that part. That's how the song goes, though. Anymore. And didn't you know that I'm not the world's strongest man when it comes to you? In your world I'm lost. Can't you see the towers of our naked shine like a dime? Take me back again to your warm desire. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da dee da 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 da. Last time I have to do that. Awesome. There we go. Some helpful applications for the low EQ in particular can be for beefing up a microphone. Let's say you have a single microphone on a bass cabinet. Turning up the low EQ on to make it a little more heftier can be very useful. Some common uses for the high boost EQ include things like brightening up ribbon microphones. Let's say you're using it on a vocal or as drum overheads. Very useful in that application. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's the whole video. Um, but I think I want to take this time to talk about something a little bit personal. So anyone who is purchasing this preamp obviously knows about Steve Albini, and probably admires their work a lot. So do I. It's kind of hard for me to talk about Steve Albini and how much he meant to me. I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing right now if it wasn't for Steve Albini. Steve Albini is the closest thing I ever had to a hero, unironically. It is because of people like Steve Albini that made recording and producing music so approachable that I felt like I could participate in it, you know? He was always transparent about whatever microphones, mic preamps, recording techniques, et cetera, that he used. Nothing was like secret. He didn't have any like trade secrets. You know, you could ask him about anything and he'd tell you. He was incredibly transparent and open about that stuff, which I found to be very respectable, you know? But the thing that I probably carry the most after all this time for Steve Albini is his ethics, you know, in the studio environment. Like his mission statement of trying to make running the studio as ethical as possible, you know, always putting the artist and their interest before his own, you know, is something I hope to carry with me for the rest of my life. And I guess I kind of want to give back a little bit, you know, being someone who has benefited tremendously from how open and transparent Steve Albini was. I guess I kind of want to do the same thing. I hope to, in maybe the next few months or so, release a few more videos kind of like this, talking about some of my favorite microphones or equipment in my collection, why I like it, and maybe talk about recording techniques, et cetera, that can help other people down the line. That is kind of it. I want to make this kind of short and sweet. I don't want to spend too much time on this. This was actually very exhausting. I'm surprised how long it took for me to film all of this, you know. But if you appreciate or like this content, then stay tuned. I hope to release more videos in this same style. Hopefully a little bit less half-assed, you know, honestly. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.